And welcome back, everyone. We were playing Dungeons of Chaos. We are going to finish out the achievements for Chapter 2. Now, so far we have done all of the achievements in Chapter 1, except for the arenas. And so all of these should be accomplished. I'll leave a link in the video to the start of these achievements also. But kicking Chapter 2 off, we are looking to defeat a vampire. Now, this is part of the Bloodlust birth feat. We got 5 more to complete for that one. That is an excellent birth feat that allows you to do life drain damage, and you can life leech, heal yourself when you're on attacking. We got to defeat the fire acolyte. These two are very close. The vampire is on the way to defeat the acolyte. Then we have the overlord, which is in the siege keep. The wisp, there's a couple different places for the wisp. We'll talk about that when we get there. Then the ancient dragon. The wisp and the ancient dragon can be done together because they are close by, but there's a new spot for the wisp. We'll discuss that. And of course, defeat the undead dragon, which the other portion of the ancient dragon where they can spawn from is close to the undead dragon. That one gives us our dragon's blood birth feat. And we have the triumph over 60 species. So far, if you've done all the species on the first island of Brescia, you should be right at about 45, 46, depending on where you're at. I think it's actually 44 if you've done all of those so far. So it gives you a good start going into Chapter 2 to be able to get the 66 taken care of. And of course, the next step is 82. That's to give you that added fight experience. 66 is 15%. 82 is 25%, so you get a little addition to that. And then it goes into a couple of miscellaneous ones. To survive all 4 rat practice waves, 0 deaths, less than 10 deaths. This team should be able to accomplish that no problem. Then it's into the River City arena fights, the golems, bunnies, fire and ice waves, magic waves, Tide Earth achievement. I'm going to leave this one up to you. Personally, I've done it once on another save file that I've completely got rid of. So the Tide Earth achievement is you do not purchase any of the items. I mean, that's weapons and armors and jewelry from any shops. So the only thing you're going off of equipment-wise is what you find through fight encounters, picking up from chests, and loot drops off of bodies. I personally, it's one of those ones where I would personally create a team just to run through real quick and get it accomplished and not have to worry about it, because personally I buy stuff from shops. And then we're into the Chapter 3 achievements, and those are visible there. But we are focused on Chapter 2. We'll get to Chapter 3 once we finish that out here. But let's go ahead and get started. The first place to go for the vampire is right down into the catacombs. So once we're into the castle, we're just going to go talk to Lord Aldrich. And we're going to pick up a quick quest here so we can get the key. Going to go to do catacombs. So now we can go down into the catacombs. And this is on the way to save Jymar. He's off looking for an exit to the castle. But we'll come directly down here and get this taken care of. Now, a lot of people, when you get down into the catacombs, it's pretty sparse. And this would actually make a very good spot for quite a few undead ghosties and even rats or any other things like that. But this first part of the catacombs is pretty desolate. There's nothing in here. And the reason that is a lot of the creatures are driven out by the vampire's presence down here. And so if you just follow straight down, come over just a little bit, now you start to see blood and scratch marks on the wall and a couple of dead bodies. It's always a good telltale sign here. If you guys pay attention to your surroundings, you might be able to find certain entrances that you didn't know were there before. But there is a hidden door right here. And then you step into the little vampire lair. Opening up the map for you just to show you the quick route for this. Load times might take a little bit. There we go. That took a lot longer than usual. And I am running a patch ahead of everybody, testing a little bit why this video is going on. So, noted that should be fixed. But here's the entrance. And if we go straight down, we find the vampire lair. Alright, so vampires are undead. And so holy chant, weapons with versus undead do really good also. And of course there is the little bit of lore with vampires that they are weak against fire. And that is also true. And they also do lifesteal. So we're going to come here. I have fighter set up for melee. He's got a one-handed blunt. And then ranger and rogue are on range. I'm going to use hotspot and magic missile, and of course cleric on heal. And it should be fairly simple. Go ahead and pop holy chant. Vampire goes down fairly quickly. Holy chant just kind of eats it alive. Alright, so there's our vampire. Let's show you guys the stats here. Doing decent damage with those bows with holy chant on that. Now, with this, the vampire lair does have a little bit of loot. Check his coffin. You should get, this is going to be a set drop. You're always going to get a doom belt with this. And then you got a little bit of jewelry. And one of the coffins down here, I don't know if both of them do. Yep, just one of them are that I have loot drops on this one. These staffs, I believe that you can rotate, and is always going to have some sort of caster item with these, but it is good to re-roll that one if you're looking for something specific. But that is our first achievement out of Chapter 2, and that is to defeat a vampire in his little lair. There you go. In the catacombs and defeat him. Alright, next up is going to be the Fire Acolyte, which is on our way to get Jaimar. Join me next time as we defeat the Fire Acolyte.